It was good. I thought our guys handled the travel well. Coming off of rivalry week, flushing that, moving on to the next, a team that we've never seen before, a bunch of names that the guys didn't know. And, Roosevelt plays a bunch of kids on both sides of the football, so we, weren't sure what we were going to get, especially from the defensive side. And, I thought they handled all that really well. Anytime you can go on the road in the GLIAC and get a win, it's obviously a positive deal. Everybody played a pretty big role. Obviously, not having Champney in, kind of filling that spot by committee with two freshman receivers. I thought they both did a nice job. Kearnsey got his first touchdown, and Ethan Hall made some big catches with physical blocking. Run game wise, I thought Jake Roof ran hard. Asher made some plays at times as well with the football in his hand. So Q got involved in the run game. I thought just as a whole, when we were clicking, things looked really, really good. Heavy pressure team, picked on some of the vulnerabilities we have up front right now. And, they were messing with their coverages a little bit, which gave our Q some trouble at times as well. So, we sputtered quite a bit. I thought we had too many chances in the first half to put the game away. Came away with 3 points or nothing in that first half. And, we got to be better at that part. But overall, I was happy with the way everybody played. Yeah, well, at that point, it was 3rd and 17, I think it was. So, not only to convert, but to convert it for a touchdown in traffic, makes a play, and then kind of bullies his way into the end zone. He's done some really good things throughout the entire year, being the 4th receiver in our 10-pers package. And to be put in that spot finally where he was a focal point, the single-side receiver against man coverage, and then to answer the call when it was thrown to him was good to see. So he works his butt off. Great to see him finally rewarded with his first touchdown. Coming off of injury, he's had some misses in the last couple of weeks with extra points and whatnot. That's just things that kickers go through, obviously, and especially a true freshman kicker. So did a really nice job on Saturday putting points on the board for us when we were sputtering offensively. He missed the one kick, but even off the tee, I thought he was really good and did a really nice job on Saturday. Yeah, I would assume so. We threw him out there plenty of times to put points on the board, and he was effective off the tee and putting the ball where it needed to be. And even going back to the previous weeks with some of the stuff he's been doing off the tee with the bloop kicks and angling that ball so that teams aren't getting a free run on their returns has been good as well. So all that stuff, it's like every other position. You come out of high school where you got a big leg, it's kick it through the back of the end zone and you line back up. At this level, obviously, we're asking him to do different things. It's stuff that he's never done before, and he's putting the time in practice and obviously working on his craft. So he is going to get better and continues to do so. There's always concern with not scoring. It wasn't necessarily the second half that was, the part that, we look at when we get back that we were frustrated with. It was the field position that we did not take advantage of in the first half was the parts that are concerning. So, again, it's when you go back and watch it on film, it wasn't a bad game. Unfortunately, with the way that things went, we started to press not only the kids but the staff as well. I thought we could have handled it better in terms of keeping everybody calmed down. At the end of the day, you're up 20-0 at halftime. It wasn't like it was the end of the world. But the way that the game felt like it was going and the opportunities that we did not take advantage of, myself probably handled that the wrong way at halftime. We could have done a better job of keeping everybody calm and just going to get one more score in the second half. Instead, it got to the point where, the kids started to press. We started to press. There's a couple calls I wish I could have had back, some timeouts we took when we should have left things on, some checks that we got out of plays. And, there's just a trust factor at that point where, whatever it was, we kind of started second-guessing ourselves a little bit. And that starts at the top. We should have been better with that at that point and just let the kids play and trust them. But, it wasn't that we didn't score in the second half. Of course, we want to score in the second half. But with what we had opportunity-wise in the first half, it should have been 42 love going into halftime, not 20. And, you should, could have, would have, right? We didn't take advantage of it. And at the end of the day, you're in a game in the fourth quarter when probably shouldn't have been. So, I hold ourselves, the staff-wise, accountable for that more than the kids. We got to do a better job of keeping them level-headed at that point. Same way we would for everything else. They're good, they're talented. We know that, but we feel like with where we're at right now, coming off of 2 wins, where we're playing defensively, we're putting some things together offensively right now. It's just not been consistent. So we're not going to back down to them. Right? We know they're good. They always have been, but they got to come to our place. Our guys focusing on executing rather than what the front of their jerseys say. It's another GLIAC team. We've played Ferris, we played Davenport, we played Wayne. They all had good-looking guys as well. So we're not going to be overwhelmed by that. We need to do a better job of getting off to a good start in the first half to be able to play with them. We can't make the same mistakes we did last week to be able to play with them. So, it just gets back to what we do and way our guys approach it mentally. And I feel confident with where we're at right now.